All right, welcome to a short video on assemblies and animation. Okay, at this point, if you're watching this video, you probably already know how to assemble something. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna animate that so that we can use a one to get an MP4, like I'm gonna show you, and a exploded drawing. So hopefully by the end of this video, you can make a video like this. All right, let's minimize that and let's get to it. Okay, so you have some assembly. Yeah, this is just blocks. Yours is probably not blocks. Maybe it is, but for whatever project you're currently working on, you have an assembly. Okay, well, we have the ability. Notice we're in design here. Okay, we have the ability to animate as well. So let's go click here. Let's go to animation. All right, and you'll see that I already have an exploded view. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna start because I've been messing around with it a little bit. I'm gonna start a new storyboard. Okay, notice this is storyboard 7. I'm going to start a new storyboard and start it off clean. Okay, I can pull from a previous storyboard, so I wanted to start it from this point. I could, but I'll go clean for now. There we go. There's my assembly. Now, if you zoom in or out, okay, it's going to get recorded here. So if I do that, notice how a little thing popped up, okay? Fusion was waiting for graphics window movements. Okay, so any movement in the graphics window, it's now recording. I can pause that if I want. Okay, just by clicking it. I'm not going to because I'm pretty confident in the moves that I'm going to make here. And since this was just a zoom out for that first second of time, I'm okay because I'm going to explode this assembly into its various parts. So disassemble it, and I'm okay with zooming out since this is going to get bigger. Okay, you might be thinking that way, you're covering it up right now, but in actuality, what's being recorded is this whole screen currently. Okay, this timeline is just a window that doesn't get recorded. Okay, so I'm going to leave the timeline up. Just remember that it's actually recording what's underneath the timeline too. Okay, so my block is pretty centered at the moment. All right, so right now, because it's recording, any movement I make with my parts is going to be recorded. So I'm going to make a transformation. Okay, click part I want and then click the direction I want to pull it. This one, I'll pull this way. And I'm a fan of keeping the invisibility line there, or the visibility, using the trailing line there. Click OK. Notice it pops up. The component now has a transformation with it. So if I go and watch my video so far, okay, it's a zoom out as well as a transformation on the cylinder. Okay, I'm going to add another transformation. I like to do these all separately, personally. You can do them all at once using that same transformation, the one click at a time. But I'm going to do them separately. Click. And I can pull this up. All right. And put my trailing line on there. I think that should be longer, personally. Oh, it's not going to let me click it, but it's okay. I think that should be longer, but that's okay. Okay, that's good. All right. If I wanted, say I wanted to go 2 directions, okay, I can click there. Actually make it go this way as well. Notice my transformation line changes a little bit. It moves it diagonally as well. So if I click OK and then watch this, right, it's going to move it diagonally, that triangular prism, which is okay, depending what you want. You also have the option to split the transformations. Okay, so you could go up. Oh, let's try this again. Let's undo the transformations we have. Say I pull it this way. I can split the transformations, so now it's going to go up and then over, as you can tell. Okay, and it's going to make it each movement separate. So we can watch it go up, go over. All right, that's kind of cool. I'll leave it for now. Then I'm just going to add another transformation on this block and pull it out. Okay, put my trailing line on it. There we go. And hit OK. Let's go watch and see what happens there. That's pretty cool. I like that. You can move these around. So say I didn't want the red block to move until the yellow block was done moving. All right, I could do that. All right, say I wanted them all to be separate. So, okay, say I wanted all of them to move separately. I could do that as well. And I could also extend my recording as well. Now they're all moving separate, which is kind of personal preference at that point. One thing to consider though, right now there's a lapse in view time, right? This view end. I haven't touched the zoom since the start or moved my screen around at all. Okay, it's been sitting in the same screen. I haven't manually adjusted it. Okay, because if I had, I would have recorded those movements because this is recording all the time right now. Okay, so if I zoom back in, all right, let's say the last movement is this red block. So say I zoom in on this red block. See how I added that zoom at the end? So let's go watch it now. Zooms in on that red block at the end. I personally don't like that. I'm going to get rid of it. But just keep in mind that anytime you zoom or adjust the screen, it's probably going to record it, okay, if there's an empty space for that zoom to take place. All right, so I'm happy with this for now. I'm going to go publish this. Click that button. Don't want all the storyboards. I want the current storyboard. This is storyboard 9. Okay, hit OK. And then, well, let's go back on it. I missed something there. Okay, here you can adjust kind of the resolution. I prefer to have the best possible, but it's up to you. Okay. And then on this screen, you got a lot of information. It's going to save it to the cloud. If you click this, you might as well. It'll always be there. Okay, so I already have a folder set up for it. I'm in that folder right now. It's hard to see because this is so big, but down here you have the option to save to your computer. Okay. I prefer to save to the computer every time because then I can go into downloads, upload to Google Drive. So I would recommend that as well. If you have a flash drive, you can go find it by clicking that button. And then save. You can't really see it because of my bar at the bottom, but hit save and it'll start downloading that video. Okay, there we go. That's making animations and downloading videos.